Annual meeting of the Fairlex Regional EMS Council to order. Attendance?
Roll call. Daryl Bailey. Here. Kevin Becker. Laura Brewer.
Here.
Jackie DeShaw.
Here.
Josh Gardner.
Here.
John Hanson.
Here.
Jeremy Harris. Dave Hubble.
Here.
Fiona Dunphy.
Here.
Sandy Johnson.
Here.
Laura Ellen Steele.
Here.
Morgan Kim.
Here.
Emily DeVoli.
Here.
Brian Mays.
Here.
Sergi Mays.
Here.
Lynn O'Donnell.
Here.
Jared Palmer.
Here.
Aaron Reese.
Here.
Julie Smith.
Here.
Tad Smith.
Here.
Donna Spain. Matthew Stroll. Here. Vincent Pangaleo.
Here.
Daniel Kirchhoff's here. Crystal's here. So we're here now.
She moved. Excuse you. Alright. Membership reports.
Membership report, there's no removal of members for attendance policy, but I have 3 resignations for information. Kevin Becker has resigned, Jeremy Harris has resigned, and Donna Spink has resigned. They all submitted resignation letters to the office.
Alright. Reappointment members whose terms are expiring and any resignation.
So 2025 terms that are expiring. Brian Mace, Dave Hubble, Jackie DeShaw, the position that Donna vacated, Jared Palmer, Laura Brewer, and then another at-large that's open. Are all of you individuals still willing to stay on the council?
Watch out.
Yeah.
I'm going to the table.
Therefore, the new proposed dates would be 2029 for an expiration date. I do think you need a motion for that.
Okay. I'm going to motion to renew the terms of those members.
So moved.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Alright, so here. Nomination committee, new members.
There was an application, there's 2 applications put in. One individual couldn't make their scheduled interview. The other individual we interviewed on Friday. And this person's name is Mariah Hunter. Her education came from Fisher University, Master's of Science in Mental Health Counseling, which is good for EMS. St. John University, Bachelor's of Science Biology, also good. And goes to community college, current medicine. Work experience, Green Lakes Gaming and HVAC, Department of Veterans Affairs, American Medical Response Team, and Bristol Myers Squibb. She worked at, she volunteers at Manchester Fire Department, also active Boy Scouts, Winfield, that's great. Also in the EMS, Winfield's Youth Soccer Club, and Cheshire Volunteer Ambulance and State Fire Department. She has been in the past. She is BOS. CPR, ECLS, PAL, International Trauma Life Support, called Airway Mandated Reporter, Youth Protection Certified. And I spoke with her. She's a lovely individual, and with her experience, she can offer a lot. And to the council, she seems like a team player.
What's that name?
Mariah, M-A-R-I-A-H, last name's Hunter, H-U-N-C-E-R. So we both in first, and we will, we approve first.
Yeah, motion.
Aye.
Alright. Where's your motion?
to approve her to be on the,
Right. All those in favor? Opposed? And what spot?
She will fill an Ontario County spot,
Right.
expiring in 2029.
do I send her an email? Do you send her official email, a letter, or?
I can send her a welcome letter with the bylaws, the schedule, and things.
All right. And the man on the schedule.
Okay. And I saw John posted on social media the nominee for the ad for, members and interest, so if you see, you have that, certainly share it with your colleagues.
How many are down?
Currently down to 9 spots. We do have one candidate that's yet to be interviewed for a position, so that will be. So
Is that area that we're looking for? Is it county or?
Well, keep in mind the counties don't matter
Yeah.
because you're representing us as a whole. Just each county it's kind of split into counties, just geographically from how it used to be. All they have to do is reside within the 4 counties. They do not have to be EMS. They can be community, and we are actually supposed to have a certain number of community members. We love community members. We live here.
All right. Minimum is 15, and we're at 21.
We're at 20.
21 with the number. All right.
6, 7, 21.
Correct. All right, so we'll definitely welcome your new energy members if anyone has anyone interested. Directors, and officers, nominations, and elections.
So, we received a few nominations. For chair, Aaron has agreed to run for the position again. For vice chair, Jared has expressed interest in running for that position.
Jared, release
For secretary, we have 2, so Matt Spool and Lynn O'Donnell. And for treasurer, we have Dave Hubble. And for at-large, we have Fiona. That's all I've received from the group of names.
Or is it?
No, you have to do each one separately.
Okay, so we'll start with chair. Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? All right.
So we have a motion.
Motion, Secretary Gass.
Right, close the nominations and submit one down.
Okay. And a second?
Second.
All right. All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? All right. Vice chair. Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? Okay. All right, so we will close the with a motion to close. All right. Motion to close nominations for that and Secretary cast one ballot for Jared Palmer as vice chair.
So moved.
Opposed? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Secretary. Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? Okay. We will do a ballot vote for this one. Oh my God.
So the answer is.
Can you announce the names again for secretary?
Lynn O'Donnell and Matt Spool.
Oh, are they done?
Brian, thanks for messing around.
The winner for the position is Matt Spool.
Alright. Moving on to treasurer. We have one nomination. Any other nominations from the floor? Nominations, Steve Hubble? Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? Alright, so we have a motion to,
I
perfect.
move the nominations be closed.
Perfect. Secretary cast one ballot for Steve Hubble. All those in favor? Opposed? All right. And last, delegate at large. We have Fiona. Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor?
I move the nomination to be closed and the secretary cast one ballot.
All those in favor? Any opposed? All right, so carried. That is the officer positions.
So at this point, the counties need to split into their groups to come up with a delegate to sit on the executive committee. Ontario County members, currently Matt Sproul, Josh Gardner, Aaron Reese, Lynn O'Donnell, Brian Mace, Dave Hubble, Morgan Kidd, and Emily DeVoe. Wayne County is Gloria Lance Taylor, Darrell Bailey, Julie Smith, Jackie Shaw, Jared Palmer, and John Hanson. Yates County is Ted Smith, Sandy Johnson, and Sergey Mays. Seneca County is Vincent Langolio, Laura Brewer, and Fiona Duncan.
All right. We want to bring up.
John, if you're an officer, you can't be both, right?
Can't be
Right.
because that would be
County,
two
yeah.
positions.
Putting it up.
We can do Ontario County in here because it's shorter and then maybe the others on there.
I think it's just you and me.
Yeah, some of them are.
Wayne County, where we going? Well, Howard? Let's go.
And the orders of the room. Ontario.
No, you're fine.
So Ontario, here, yeah, we'll see her. Okay, the biggest group, I think.
Out of here.
Yeah.
These chairs don't slide.
I guess we're rolling all like that.
Okay. Yeah, just, well, sorry, you have to come back in.
What's
that?
Yeah,
You can't just leave.
yeah, I can't make Thursday.
Oh, yeah, okay, the next one's gonna be on Tuesday.
Thursday's just a quick thing, getting ready for the day of summer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a life.
Okay.
Either
So,
one.
obviously.
My girlfriend wants some,
That
still have the other.
It's
Really?
unofficially, there's no overtime, sir.
So Emily said she's interested. Anyone else?
Oh, if you want to be on it. Well. There you go.
All right.
Anyone else?
Is anybody else interested?
There you go.
All right. Perfect. There you go. All right.
My girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the other.
All right.
Gone in and out of the
Right,
way.
you have to.
How are you?
It's the other person.
All right.
Serve me. Oh, here it is. Again, thank you. You are.
I have John now.
I'm already concerned.
He's like stopping there.
He's my elder. Ontario County, Yates County,
Yates County?
Yates County, Yates County, Wayne County. Okay. And Suffolk County.
Same. Any members entitled to attend that meeting now?
It's always confusing when we don't limit these.
Yeah. Okay. All right, next we need to reappoint the REMAC positions. We have a motion to reappoint the REMAC positions. We have,
Do you want them read off?
sure,
Matt Talbot, Scott Click, Jamie Surratt, Bill Montesano, James Cohen, Ryan Rucker, Matt Osborne, Fiona Dumpy, Cynthia Martinez Capilola, Kayla Dewey, AJ Shee, Chris Dalton, and Mike Taylor.
all right, so we have a motion to reappoint them as.
I'll make a motion.
Okay,
Second.
all right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And then we need two ALS providers to represent at REMAC and two BLS providers to represent at REMAC.
Currently, BLS providers are Kevin Becker and Laura Ward. Obviously, Kevin resigned tonight.
Are you interested in continuing? Okay. Any other BLS provider interested in attending REMAC? Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
And the current ALS providers are Vincent Vangaleo and Dan.
Okay. Do you set a motion for those, or do you want to vote all four? Okay, should be a motion. Entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion second to appoint those two ALS providers and two BLS providers as REMAC representatives. All those in favor? Opposed? Okay. All right. And I believe that's all we have to make a meeting, correct?
That would be.
Okay. We have a motion to adjourn. All right, all those in favor? Opposed? Okay, we will
Just a recommendation.
close the annual meeting and call the full council meeting to order. Yeah, sorry. Have a brief intermission for the secretary.
You're doing great, man. Don't let them pick on you.
Oh, you can also, yeah. We're good to go.
Good, all right, so we will call the full council meeting order, 1850. Attendance and introduction of new members. More than half, but we get attendance.
Roll call. All right. Darrell Bailey. Here. Laura Brewer.
Here.
Jackie Shaw. Here. Josh Carter's.
Here.
John Hughes.
Here.
Dave Hubble.
Here.
Leona.
Here.
Sandy Jones.
Here.
Gloria Lacy.
Here.
Morgan Kidd.
Here.
Emily DeVoe.
Here.
Brian Mays.
Here.
Sergi Bates.
Here.
Lynn O'Donnell.
Here.
Jared Palmer. Here. Jared Reese.
Here.
Julie Smith.
Here.
Tad Smith.
Here.
Lance Sproul. Here. Vincent McGilligan.
Here.
All right. Nina Kershaw. Crystal Ponte.
Here.
Hey, you messed me up when I said John Here.
Here.
There you go.
To the east, somewhat up, and that's just.
Actually, the third meeting.
La.
is at-
La Ponte.
Here we go again.
All right. We have a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting. Second. All those in favor? Opposed? All right. Committee reports. Secretary. Do we want to come back to you? We can, we do have to do that.
There was no removals, so
Right.
I think we already went over the reservations, so anybody got any questions about the reservations?
Do we do anything as a committee, or like, hey, thank you for your time and all that, or we just accept them and move on?
I usually, if I get the letter, I reply to the.
So, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Some sort of acknowledgement.
Yeah, if I get.
Yes.
Like, just like,
Send a
thank you.
letter.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Treasurer.
Reports provided upon, no other report.
Trina.
No report, I just, the classes, I was gonna have you go over the classes. Sure, you read it, okay. Oh, yeah, we are at those off, so we're fine, no report.
Well, that was the executive.
Sorry, Dana.
What? Right?
Yeah.
Or the third meeting.
Sorry, I tried.
I know.
We have 2 classes going on right now. Both of them have interns. We have a total of 18 originals and 4 refreshers.
Is that in total?
That is total, yes.
So is that enough for one class?
We originally had more psycho.
There's not attrition already.
That's the only one.
There's 2 classes.
2 classes.
So one class has 8 originals and 1 refresher, and then the other one has 10 originals and 3 refreshers. What was that?
Where are they at?
One is a hybrid and it's offered here, and then the other one is Ontario's Wonder Building.
That's all right.
From the executive committee, we've been working on a few things, looking at, need to replace some computers for the office, and Mr. Hubble very nicely hooked us up with a service that you can probably explain better, Dave.
It's a non-profit organization. They take computers off lease, meaning like hospitals, larger businesses, corporations that consolidate their computers after 2 years and have very low use. They take them back, refurbish them, put them up to grade A condition, and basically, I want to say sell them to us to give it to us for $150, and the rest is donation. So this last one, the value I think was right around $8,500. We only paid like $1,100 for all the conditioning fees. So very nice organization, very
Absolutely,
valuable.
yeah. We were looking at the last executive meeting, looking at, gosh, what were that, $2,600 for 2 computers?
$2,200 for 2
computers.
computers, plus the setup was an additional $425
Yeah.
per computer.
So definitely great savings and great idea, and thank you very much for hooking us up with that. So that'll replace the desktops and have 2, that's for 5 desktops.
Yeah, five
Five
desktops,
desktops and 2
laptops.
laptops, so. And at the same time, we also started looking at just our managed services and just evaluating the contract and looking at some other opportunities to make sure we're in the best position from a financial standpoint, making sure we have what we need from managed services, but also being fiscally responsible. So looking at that, we did approve and put into place a waiver that students and employees will sign prior to simulation training. We had Flremsc, an attorney, review that. And that will be put into place, I don't think Chris over there. That'll be put into.
See how easy it is to throw?
You know, it doesn't take much. So that will be that is put in place for this class, and moving forward, anyone that's involved in simulation, just a legal waiver to add another layer of protection to us, for us. And that, I believe, is all from executive. Public relations.
I feel like I'm part of that.
I think that's it.
There's no
Yeah.
Is it breaking?
We should just call his and one, basically that one.
And we'll move Matt's further down the list, give him a little bit.
I got it.
So at REMAC, we discussed at the most recent state council meeting, the deputy health commissioner was there and broke the news to the groups about the critical care certification not being supported by the health commissioner, and therefore sent it back to the committees for further discussion. So they weren't necessarily involved with or against the sunsetting of that certification, just they wanted the timeline reconsidered. We've looked at the impact in our region. It's pretty minor. There's a total of, I think, 3 or 4 critical cares that I can come up with that actually are living within our area. And only one of them is completely active, and there's a second one that does some calls from time to time. So it's a pretty low impact for us. Across the state, it's literally 1/10 of 1% of the total EMS charts being written are the patient care is being given by a critical care type. So pretty low impact, except for in the specific regions in which there's a higher concentration, specifically North Country and Suffolk and Nassau County. I think mainly Suffolk.
So they would continue to practice at a critical care level until they expired?
Well, to be determined.
To be determined.
The plan was, the
The
sunset
plan-
plan was in place, but
The plan was it
It's
was
not-
going to sunset, and anyone certified at the
Okay.
critical care level would be either they've already increased their level of certification, or they go down to the AEMT level on July 1st of 27. Currently, that date's in limbo. So there's going to be a lot of further discussion, I'm sure, at state meetings. It is still the position of many of the folks, specifically the doctors, that this has been discussed for the greater part of 10 years, and that should have been sufficient time. The critical care curriculum has not been updated in over 10 years. So there's nothing, there's currently no critical care classes being taught across the state. So anybody that is currently at critical care can only recertify via the CME process.
It was just the sunset date that they had, that Remsco had approved, that the commissioner had.
Right. Well, and it seemed like the longer the days went on,
The less it did, but
the commissioner or the deputy commissioner was receiving more information, and they may not have understood it completely the right way.
Right. But it doesn't change the fact that we're not going to teach any more classes, there's not going to be refresher classes, they're not developing new tests, they're not doing any of that. It's just, they would have to continue to maintain their certification through CME-based recertification, and is 27 the drop dead date.
Right.
And that's really what it's about.
That was a highlight of the REMAC.
That was not the highlight. 823, 24, and 25 was the highlight.
Yes.
That is very
That was in my discussion, my report. However,
I had mine too, but I got on well.
so
It was on mine too.
there's new equipment regulations going out. They were approved by state council, and they've already been out for public comment twice. And they're done with the public comment. It's going through the final approval phases within the division, and then up to the commissioner, I think, for the final blessing. And then they'll set the go live date, which is generally 6 months from whatever period it makes it through those next couple channels. So we're looking at probably February, March, April timeframe for them to go in place. As soon as the go live date is established, we'll release a copy for everyone to view what the new regulations are going to look
Anything else, Maria?
like. Not for a minute.
Okay. State EMS Council, that was obviously a portion of it. Additionally, and I'll send out the notes from the state council meetings. Additionally, discussion on, well, you took almost everything I had, all right. Recruitment and retention, money, the Remsco contracts, and John's been working on ours, it is submitted back to the state. We're just waiting on the finalization of our contract. And at that point, we can move forward with both the paramedic scholarship and the recruitment and retention funds, which we have, May is working on that, we'll get to, now it's the other thunder. Other than that, there is a specialty care transport tag that is being held out of the CMAC that I'm chairing, and we've got representation, a lot of representation from around the state. There isn't any specifically, aside from myself, from this region, so if anyone is interested from the specialty care transport side, let me know, we can include in the tag. But looking at setting specialty care transport best practices, not regulations, but. And there's some legislative review of the big beautiful bill. I'll send it out as well, just some of the highlights of that. Otherwise, that is it for CDMS. Legislative review. Jeremy, right? We'll have to backfill that. Program director report.
So, American Heart Association is releasing new CPR instructor guidelines. So there'll be an update coming out. October 22nd is that release date. There will be, you'll be required to do the update and submit proof of the update to the office for your file. And then at some point, we're waiting to see if we're going to have to buy toolkits or if the old ones are still going to be used. So that's yet to be determined. There'll be a short grace period of 6 months in which you can utilize the old material and the new material, or vice versa. After that 6 month period, the old material will not be accepted as proof of completion anymore.
Are you gonna offer the course?
What's that?
Are you gonna offer the course?
It'll be online.
It's all online?
Yep, and it's something, just like, I don't know, it's probably been a little while. The essential classes now are all online for the providers. So it'll be something similar to that is my understanding. And then at the conclusion, you should get proof of completion, in which you save it as a PDF and just email it to me or print it out and give it to us.
Will you be sending out the link?
When I see something, they have not released anything yet. All we know is that's the date. annual conference is all scheduled, February 25th through the 28th. There's going to be there's three different pre-conference options. There's one for instructors, there's one for leadership, and there's one for any RSI for people that are thinking that they want to become RSI or just want the additional education. So those are options. Some of those have obviously some additional costs above what the conference registration would be. Full 2 days worth of lectures and CMEs. So the registration link online will open hopefully by the end of the week. And we can begin accepting folks that want to attend. We're also going to be looking for award nominations for any of it's the same categories as Vital Signs uses to select their award winners. And we use that same criteria, except we do ours in February for the February conference, and then whatever winners are at our conference automatically become our submissions for the Vital Signs awards, just by nature of not having to repeat that work. I can get that information, that packet for the awards is all ready, so I can email it out. I think that date I was looking from back by mid-December or the first part of January. It was one or the other of those.
LCC coordinator report.
We are planning on 3 classes for the spring, in the Geneva area, Mandan area, and somewhere in the western part of the region, Honey Light area. We are going to be meeting with the AENT committee soon to start getting that up and going, and get that going within the next year or so for the AENT course.
And nominating committee, we'll cover that. Recruitment and retention.
So Emily and I met over a few months ago now regarding the initiative as well. Quite frankly, just kind of waiting to see what direction we're supposed to go. But we had a couple ideas as far as soliciting local businesses for some B-roll imagery, some 30-second promos online, things like that. So that's where we're at.
And John, I think it was one in that program agency meeting that you guys discussed the other program agencies that have submitted plans for their use of their recruitment and retention funds and have approval or willing to share information, best practices, so we don't need to reinvent the wheel for some things, but also we can look at whatever we decide that we'd like to do does need to be approved prior to spend. So we do need to work on the scholarship piece from the Carolina Scholarship. I know we need to talk to somebody at the college about.
Yeah, I've got their contact information. I can
To work on some scholarship criteria for the paramedic scholarship. So we will have the ability to offer. Where do ours work out to be as far as two?
Well, it's based on whatever the total tuition for a paramedic program is. I think ours is about 2.5 people.
Okay, so about 2.5 people per year.
Without knowing the exact figures of
Right.
what the tuition is.
So we'll work on, once we get that contract squared away, we'll work on getting that put together. State representative?
Just a reminder, Vital Signs Conference is November 11th through the 15th. Primary conference is the Friday and the Saturday of that weekend. And unlike the normal previous in the past where it was Saturday and Sunday, just to kind of keep that in mind. The other thing is, for the Western region, we've hired 2 of the 4 new district chiefs for one in Syracuse and one in Buffalo. We're expecting, hopefully within the next 3 to 4 months, to have the Southern Tier person and the North Country person also hired. So if you're doing a full service inspection or you're at hospitals and you see faces you don't recognize, they will most likely be with one of the faces that you do recognize. So, other than that,
All right, that concludes committee reports. New business, the 2025-2026 meeting dates are. That goes part
It's through July.
July, okay. So those are there. Next up would be committee assignments.
Yeah, for whatever your committee assignments would be, your top 3, email to me so I can prepare a list for Aaron to go over.
So we obviously have quite a few committees, so any committees that you're interested in, everybody could at least do one. That would be great. If somebody wanted to do more than one, or a day would do 4 or 5, then that would be great.
I think the bylaws call for doing on 2 committees.
Okay. Correct.
And for you on executive, that counts as 1.
So.
How we see what's on this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Seven.
That was.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Don't say it 3 times, there are other people just saying.
Yeah, let's not do that. Any other new business? Any other? Oh, just want to see what new business. Oh, we got new relations person. Just kidding. All right. Well, let's see. So we have Amanda Yuji, EMT number 256221 from Walk Hill, New York. Suspended for 1 year, effective 8/12/25 for violations of the previous stipulation and order. We have Benson Hirsch Volunteer Ambulance Service out of Brooklyn, New York. Agency code 7193. Ambulance service certificate is revoked effective July 16th of 2025. Violation of 10 NYCR 800.2J and PHL 3012-1B. We have Santakwa Sarkar, EMT number 519343 from Queens Village, assessed a $2,000 civil penalty for violations of 10 NYCR 800.16. We have Stephen Tanner, EMT number 430642 from Warwick, New York, surrendered effective 6/2025, violations of 10 NYCR 800.16, 813. And finally, we have Evan Torres from New York, New York, EMT number 498621, assessed a $2,000 civil penalty for violations of 10 NYCR 800.16. That is all we have. Evaluation enforcements, anything else? Anyone else? Do we have a motion for adjournment?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Thank you, everybody.
You're just gonna move on.
Coach, I'm like, that's the one for me because I got Yeah, I'm not worried about it. We'll do lunch or something. Good night. It's okay. Yeah. Here. That's where to go.
Oh, yeah.
Emily, You got the next report. Like our bullshit so far. Okay.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.